Yo, 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 what is going on, CoD Familia? It is your boy BN, aka Mr. Kingdom Builder, and today we're going to be giving you a KvK update on Season 2 plus KvK groups. We're not going to go in any particular order, but I'm going to go through each of the Zone 2s because that zone has just recently opened as of about a day and a half-ish ago, and there's quite a bit of PvP that has already started in many of the kingdoms and at least a few of the Zone 2s in each. So, we're going to go through. I will have timestamps down below because I'm not going to go in order of like SS2-1, SS2-2. I'm going to go in order of what my scout numbers are, and you'll see that here in a moment. It'll make a little more sense. But we're going to start off here in SS2-5. Now, this group is comprised. Where is my... yeah, might as well. Why don't we just go ahead and zoom in for you. 1, 9, 33, 38, 56, 63, 67, 80, and 80. Oh gosh, was that an 83? And I'll show you out boards too as well for each, right? So for those of you that are curious to kind of see who's, some of the top dogs here on the board, we're not going to go all the way, right? But I'll show you some. And then if you want to see some personal merits, and I'll do this kind of process for each of the groups as well, right? For those that are curious. For this one, we'll just kind of go to there. We'll do alliance merits as well, so you guys kind of see those. Cool. And then we're just going to start kind of top left to bottom right. So for this group, the main fights are happening in Camelid and Borduria. For the most part, Camelid. That's where we have GG83 versus TMUDF, and then in Borduria, which is where we're at now, this is GG13, and then 066 and KPT, where apparently they're having kind of like a mock battle, from what we're hearing. So to kind of show you lay of the land here, we got GG83 there in the purple. We have Ord, and then whoever's here in blue, which I have to always remember to be a little bit farther away, KPT is there. And then in red, this is, if I can click on an area that's not near a village, 066, right? So I'm assuming they have to come all the way around here, which is what we're seeing. And I think this is where some of the fighting maybe... Okay, so wow, maybe it's already dialed down a bit then. I actually thought that was happening a little bit more, but I guess it's not at the moment. So, yeah. Let me see. They're building, though. No flag there. Red is maybe stopped. Okay, so nothing really happening there. Maybe we just missed it. Okay, then let's go over to Camelid. Now, this is really where the bulk of the fighting is happening. This is where we have TM. We have GG, I think this is 8-3. Gosh, I have to click on an open purple. Here we go. GG 8-3, we got TM. And then over here is GG 1-3. Now, I don't know what happened with GG 1-3 if they just opted to say, hey, we're just going to go out and not build. Maybe they are refocusing efforts now over here in Borduria. That makes a little bit more sense based on how much we've seen them build. But for example, if I zoom in here, you can see... Which, again, there was some decent wars. I want to point out, people were pinging me up the wazoo when all the PvP started here. I think as of recording this, maybe like 2 or 3 hours ago. Again, I had to record my top 25 strongest players video, and then take a little break. And then, obviously, now we're recording this KvK update video. So sometimes, we may miss out on some of the things because we need to get other pieces of content done before we can have fun and enjoy just a nice PvP viewing experience. But at the moment, you can see here that GG83 has made that push on TM. And to be fair, this was probably like really the biggest push going into this day compared to what we saw yesterday. And again, I'm sure TM will still have a resurge, but you could see we got 2 towers that are going down here for them. They got 46 minutes on this one, and then we got an hour and 4 minutes on this one, right? Based on where they're building, it doesn't look like there's any... I don't think there's any units that are out right now. Again, probably just healing, taking a break. I'm sure TM will come back out at some point, but that kind of shows you the lay of the land there, right? How that looks from an overhead. Okay, now, let's go over to, where's the next one? Ravona. So Ravona, I don't believe there's anything happening here from what I last understood. We have EXXL, that's on this one. Up here on this pass, it's EXS. So I believe they're all kind of connected here. I don't know if TA is fighting them because from my understanding, they're grouped with the EX family. So it's TATM, EX, Sky, UDF. And then the other side, it's the GG group, 066 and KPT. Again, unless that's changed, feel free to let me know in the comments down below, along with anything else. But yeah, no one's really connected at this point. Maybe something could be happening here, but it doesn't look like it. So we'll go ahead and do the last one, which is going to be Azenor. Now here in Azenor, there is, where's the groups here? So we have Sky. Remember, we told you Sky is with the TATM EXG UDF group. And then up here, we have EXG, right? So, again, unless they're going to do some fun mock battles, which maybe could be the case. We'll look right here. Maybe they got some kind of fun, cool thing going on. Never mind, they don't. They're just kind of building around or past. And then there could have been something up here. Don't think so. They're not really connecting at this point. So, yeah, that pretty much shows you off for your SS2-5. Now, remember, as always, if there's more to tell and you're from this group, let us know in the comments down below. Can't wait to hear. Moving on, and you can see, right, we're going to go in order of my scout numbers because it just accounts for everything. So now we're going to take a look at SS2-7, and that's going to be my S2 scout. So let me pull this out for SS2-7. I don't even know if I'm going to do cuts because, honestly, the groups themselves don't really take too long to load. Sorry, new accounts, I should say, when I'm switching accounts. It doesn't really take too long to load, so it's not that bad. Okay, and then here we're going to have... so we'll show off kingdoms first, boards, and then we'll take a look at zone 2s. So, SS2-7 is comprised of 2, 6, 26, 32, 45, 51, 54, 73, 85. We'll take a look at some boards. So this is going to be top of the boards here. And you look here. Let's go to about 100, right? So there you go. Got 15 people over 100. Already doing quite a decent bit of some PvP here on the merits. And then we'll go to power. So you can kind of see some of the numbers there. Right, so not bad. Alliance merits. We got 2 alliances already over 100 mil. Just banging on each other, man. Banging. All right. We're going to start here, top left, as always. Right, so we'll go to Baduria. Now here, the main fighting is Nova versus BXS RTG that's in Ravona. Which, again, is still going on. I don't know if there's anything else from what I checked yesterday. But the main kind of end Zone 4 potential fight here is going to be RTG and KvK versus OWL, BXS, RBG, and BDR. Now, again, as always, if any of that's changed, let me know in the comments down below. Okay, so Baduria. Again, nothing really going on here. You can see that, right? Feet has capped on that side. Feet has capped on that side. No one's taken another pass. Moving on. Camelot. No one's in Camelot. No one's taken anything yet. Moving on. So this is Ravona. This is pretty much where it is going down like Donkey Kong. Okay, it's on like Donkey Kong. Now, to show you where what we mean by this, right? So you have to go to a couple places. First off, you have to understand how Ravona is set up, right? So if I remove some of these things, and let's just do roads as an example, or maybe I'll do markers. Okay, this is better. So if I do markers, right? The path that you have to take here is from this gate, you have to go here, through the spire, up here, across this bridge, across here, and then come down to kind of get to anything, right? To connect one side. You can kind of see that's the path right now that's being taken. So you have NW, you have NK here, and you can see where are they going, right? Where does it converge? They're having to go all the way up through here, going across the pass, and this is where the fighting is basically hanging out right now. Now, I don't know what's going on, if there's any fighting currently, but there was some fighting earlier. I know people were pinging me on, and I want to point out, man, they've been going at it for a hot minute. And I will say, when we were live streaming this, I think we had almost like 90 concurrents. We were in mid-80s. It was awesome when we were doing this last night. And again, they were just going back and forth, and it was great to see. I absolutely loved it. But again, like I said, you can see that they have people out here. They're just kind of on standby, right, at all times. And I don't know if I'm strong enough to say, like, hey, the game is, what is it, becoming Call of Turrets? I mean, again, turrets at the moment are not as durable as barricades are, right? So they're easier to remove and faster to remove as well. But again, this is going to be, so like, let me tell you, if you're someone who wants that update drops and you can go and spectate groups, right, this will hopefully give you a good idea as well on, hey, which KvK groups and S2 Plus can I go and watch, and where can I go and watch the fights happening? This video hopefully will clarify a lot of that for you, so when you can go and spectate and observe other kingdoms after the update, this will give you a nice little entryway, or segue, if you will. And then that's pretty much it here, right? So then we have it's BXS and what did I say, RTG. And then if we go over to Azinor, I don't think there's anything going on here in Azinor, to be honest, right? We got one pass, which is BDR. Pass over here is Owl. But remember, BDR and Owl are allied. And then no one else, oh no, hang on, someone else is taking a pass here. That's RTG, which, again, they're on the other team. But I don't know like how aggressive they're being here with anything. Yeah, so, I mean, they're not building that much, but this kind of goes to show you that. Okay, next. We're actually burning through these pretty quick. My hooves are burning, baby. They're burning. Yeah. If anyone can tell me what movie that's from, you will get 5 extra points. Okay. But now I think we were going into SS2-10. If that was right. Let me update my numbers. So let this load. And then we should be good. Yep. Okay, starting off with kingdoms. We have 3, 41, 47, 48, 64, 65, 66, 74, 84. Shout out to 65. Let's then go into some numbers. Some numbers here, so if you guys want to take a look at some of the players and playeries. Some merit points here. There's our boy Does. Let's look at power. We'll look at merits. I mean, a lot of good activity there. A lot of good activity there once you kind of get to like that 7-8 realm and above. Probably 5 and 6 more hyper. But again, still good, not bad. Okay. Now we're at SS2-10. So there's two Zone 2s here that are seeing a lot more action. That's Baduria, which is A squiggly C versus BG hashtag A and BG hashtag N. And then we have Cameled, which is RKO RK-0 versus NXS RXS. And then Zone 4 potential matchup could be A squiggly C, RK-O, NXS, BG, hashtag N, and I would imagine hashtag A. And then they'd be going up against LNV, GD, Wadi, and then maybe some Merc groups from what I heard. But again, as always, if that has changed, let me know. I'll update it on my end. It's always appreciated. Let's go into Baduria first, where we're going to have, like I said, AC, and they're going up against the BG Fam. Probably it's going down around here, I'm going to imagine. That's BGA. And this is RKO. Oh, interesting. What's going on here? Whoa. Okay. I mean, something's got to be going down here. Oh, wow. Are they getting pushed already? I don't know if I should have said already. I don't know. I'm just looking. Okay, look. So BGA and RKO are here on already destroying the AC fort. Right? To give you that matchup as an example, right? Remember, RKO, and then we had AC, wherever they are. So AC's here, and then you got BJ, BGN, right? So, again, a little bit more, I guess, of an advantage, so to speak, on their side. Let's see here. RKO's over here. RKO is building. They got about 4.5 minutes on that. This looks about 26 minutes until that's gone. So, yeah, AC is getting pushed right now. It looks like just by those two. Let me see here. So, we got RKO, BGN. Okay, the BGN is yellow. Yeah, so that seems to kind of be how that's going there. Let's move on. Take a look at Cameled. So Cameled, like we said, is RKO, NXS, RXS. And this is interesting. So we have RKO here. So they actually went into 2. And then we have NXS on one side, MCT and RXS that have come in. Huh, are they doing more building? I'm curious. So they've stopped there. How about green? Are you doing more building? Okay, so you're doing a little bit more here. 51 minutes. I imagine the big stuff has to be here. Yeah. This has to be where NXS is pushing. Now, NXS, from what I understand, is some X64. This is like they're from Kingdom 65. So some of the players in here, I from what some people have told me, are players that are still in 65. And I think there's a few names that I do recognize or did when I've seen some previous screenshots. But they're pushing right now up here. I imagine they're going to push RKO. Now I don't know how the fight went there. Right? Were they just getting pushed the entire time out of there because it was basically a 3v1, right, give or take, or you could say a 2 to 3v1? And then did RKO basically say, okay, look, we're just going to transition and go into Baduria to apply pressure on A and C so that way we can at least be in one Zone 2? I mean, that kind of feels like what it is based on what I had previously seen. But again, maybe you guys can give me a little bit more clarity. Let's go over to Ravona and take a look on what is happening here. So in here we have FSKA on one side. I think this is probably FSK in purple. No, this is FSKG. Oh, are we changing names now? And then we have LNV and GD. And then BJ. Okay. Part of me feels like there's probably not going to be any fighting, I would imagine. Yeah, no. So no fighting there. They're connected. There's no ramp. So they have to go up here. Are they building ramp? Oh, they are building ramp. Okay, so FSKG is building ramp. 44 minutes. Are they building? So they're not building north anymore. Okay, so again, this maybe feels like it's going to be probably an even-ish zone, so to speak. I guess we'll have to see how Ravona, but that doesn't seem like there's anything really hostile there. Azenor. Checking here. We have LNV is capped, LOD capped, and GD capped. So yeah, I don't think anything is here. I'm tripping too as well. I'm in LNV. Man, this is my mindset when I'm doing the reviews, right? It's kind of where I'm talking from. All right, moving on. Let's go to S4 Scout. That's SS2-9. And we'll see how they're playing out. Actually, I just think we have good pace so far. I am somewhat shocked. I'm at 16 minutes right now, so a little over that. So we're doing about, what, 5 minutes a group? I mean, we might be able to speed that up a bit. Right. Okay. We are here in SS2-9. This is going to be 4, 27, 31, 37, 44, 52, 60, and 79. If we go into some boards, we'll show you here for some of the top dogs. We'll do personal merits. We'll go to power. We'll do alliance merits. One alliance already over 100 mil, not bad. Okay. And then add typical form. We'll go top left, working our way downwards. So there's 3 zone 2s here. The SS2-9 is a little bit more active, so as far as where the zone 2 fights are happening. So we have Camelot, Ravona, and Azenor, but Dur is the only one right now that I don't believe we're having any kind of major fights. Camelot, we have Laws, PGR, MILF, and DILF. Ravona's ANCS, NAM, FGH7 Club. And then Azenor is kind of a delayed, so it could be delayed where we could see INWA, INWA, DK going up against ANCS. So it's really 2 so far that are having a lot, but it could potentially be 3. Right now, if we're looking at Baduria, though, we have POTC that's in here, ANGE, and then PGR that just took. But again, I don't think... I mean, they are somewhat building to each other, but I guess we'll have to see. No one's building right now. And then we'll get the Camelot, which is the first big one here, like we talked about. This is MILF, DILF, and they're going up against PGR and Laws. So right now, DILF, I think, is placing... Oh, interesting. Are they placing a Alliance Fort? They are. Wow, okay. So they were able to build up here. They're probably going to place this AF so they can get rid of maybe some of this territory, I would imagine, if needed. But then you have MILF, and they're pushing up all the way here. Some territory they have to get rid of. Looks like MILF is helping out by removing some of those right now. Let's see how the push is going currently for them. So MILF is here. They got a minute 42 on this flag, and then I'm imagining they're going to start taking apart that. On top of, I also imagine that probably most of the fighting is done. Here at this point, we were able to get some in yesterday. But maybe we'll see a resurge from them. Maybe they'll try and rehold the bridge at some point. If that ends up playing, I don't see any units out here for PGR or Laws, but kind of just showing you right how MILF and DILF having some momentum going around right now in Camelot. Let's go over to Ravona. Ravona is going to be ANCS, NAM, FGH7, and Club. Where we last saw them here in Ravona was fighting it out over here. So this is ANCS, and this is FGH7, right? We have Club here. And then we have NAM, which was... I don't even know where they are now. I thought I had them. Oh, up here. So, oh, my bad. I thought NAM was already in here. I guess they're not yet. So it's mainly ANCS who's been going up against FGH7. And then I'm imagining some assistance here from Club as well. They got 36 minutes there on that AF. Let's go see if they have any PvP going on here on the bridge. Okay. So not a lot. I mean, there's people here. Looks like they're starting to double up, and this is becoming a trend. Oh, they're upgrading this as well. But this is kind of becoming a trend where they're almost doubling up on towers around choke points. I'm imagining just so they can delay and kind of hold it off a little bit more. Oh, this is nice. ANCS going across the valley and doing some hits there. Not bad. And then they also have a little force right here, right? So kind of at a standoff. Like, once again, lots of turrets that are being built, but that's kind of how it's looking right there. Let's go next. Azenor. I don't think anything is really popping off here, especially with the way that this is built. This kind of indicates to me that this is friendly, right? Typically, if you're battling it out, usually you're going to see a different type of build path. And not as much hugging, so to speak. We get DK and Inwa. That makes sense, right? Like we talked about, ANCS might have an opportunity to go in here. We'll see how that plays out. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Number 5 is going to be SS2-4. Good pace, good pace, good pace. I think we're doing okay. We're doing all righty. Alrighty. So, we'll zoom out a little bit. SS2-4. This is comprised of 5, 24, 25, 40, 42, 75, 86, 87, 89. Looking at some boards. Look at some merits. Stuck in 8-bit. Solid. Alliance merits. One alliance over 100 mil. Not bad. Alrighty. So, in SS2-4, this one pretty much has potential PvP, I think, happening in all of the Zone 2s. I think this is the only KvK group that has fighting. I should say I believe could have fighting in all Zone 2s. And as I say that, Baduria, we're not seeing anything at the moment. This is supposedly supposed to be Degen versus ROP-UA. And you can see UA here. No one's... the only people that have capped so far is Misfits. Fang is here, and then Degen. But they haven't done any capping yet. So maybe they'll swap this just so they can build a couple flags. Then we'll end up seeing some Alliance Force go down. That could be a thing. And then let's go to Camelid. So Camelid, we're seeing Misfits Fang versus TLR, K and Q. So TLR's here, Fang is here, and then green we have Misfits, right? So like we said, Misfits Fang, they're here, and then we have the fight that's here, right? So it's TLR and K and Q. So I'm imagining this is where the main fighting should be happening, right? If there's any fighting, this is where it should be going down. So Fang building, getting something off. Doesn't seem... Maybe there's a little stop here. I don't see any units out for TLR. Oh, there's a few. I see a few out. Nothing major. Interesting. So you can see this is indicative. So if Fang is out here building, right, and you see these TLR cities, that means that they were able to get a flag down already. I don't see any other TLR cities, so most likely it might have just been the one flag so far. But... looking like they're making a decent push. We'll see what ends up happening with... Are they still building, trying to get closer for K and Q? Maybe. Okay. We'll have to see how this one plays out. But looking right now that Misfits and Fang have a little momentum going in right now to the southeast side around this kind of zigzag choke here in Camelid. Okay. Moving on. Let's go look at Ravona. Ravona should be GG89V, V89 IRA versus TC42. So TC42, I think this is them. Yes, this is orange. You can see where orange is built all the way here, right? And then we have red here, which is GG89. And then we have VV89 and IRA, right? IRA9. So the fighting, I'm imagining, is probably going to be around here, right? If there's anything going down, it's going to... Oh, interesting. Okay. So they're actually already building. Wow. TC42 is building. They made it past the bridge choke. Are they double building? Oh, they are trying to double build. Oh, no, sorry. This is GG89. So that TC is trying to probably keep them off of that. Looks like a few units out here for GG89. Let me see. I don't know if anything for IRA. And then, yeah, it's just them. I wonder if purple's still building. Oh, they are. So VV89 is still building and coming up. I almost wonder why we're not seeing maybe a challenge there, but from TC42 to maybe just push some units off. But, I mean, nevertheless, right, this is kind of where you can kind of see, or sorry, this is where we're seeing some pushing coming in right now from TC42 as they come down the bridge choke, and they're going to need to make their way to the spire. That's the next milestone checkpoint where I'm imagining they're going to try. I mean, they already got some defenses going on here in front of it, but I wonder if they'll start building some on the top end just a little bit more. That'll be the next point that TC42 has to get through. Then we go over to Azinor. Azinor should be 42cc versus Rex and NET. So we have Rex on this side. I think we have NET up here, and then this is 42TC, right? So this is where they've built thus far, and then I don't know whose side. I think this is, yeah, TC Junior, so they're fighting. So this is where they're basically fighting. I think this is like the ramp, right? So I don't know if they're building anywhere else, but this should have been like some ramp play. I see an infantry unit there. Let's go to the other side. Interesting. So neither side is building currently. Huh. I mean, there's units out here, but what are they just saying, hey, we're just going to fight it out to the death over the Thunder Rock? Like, what is going on there? Okay, but I guess we're just chilling. Again, let me know. Let me know what's going on, right? If there's something we're missing, or if, you know, maybe the fighting's just done and they're just like, yo, we just need a breather. I get that. All right. We're going to the next one here. Number 6. So, still on pace to 25 minutes. We're still averaging about 5 minutes. Or sorry, I'm 26 minutes, right? We're still averaging about 5 minutes a group, which is understandable. I mean, again, we're not trying to take too long, but even if I'm trying to simplify everything and go through everything pretty quick, it still could take a slight teeny minute. So, we are now in SS2-2. This KvK group is going to be comprised of 7, 43, 61, 62, 68, 69, 81, 90. Look at some boards. We have, let's see here. Do some scrolling. Show you guys the goods. Personal merits. All right, not bad. Let's do Alliance Power. Alliance merits, got 2 alliances over 100 mil. Not bad. Okay. And then here, this is where I'm not sure how much PvP is really happening. And that's because when I last checked, there wasn't anything that was going down. Some people told me Camelid, I think, here on this one, could maybe see something, but we'll double check. Because last time I checked, I didn't see any PvP that was happening in any of the Zone 2s. Okay. So there's SK. Oh, here we go. Okay, so there's some stuff happening here now. This wasn't happening before. So this is SK1 versus VVV. Oh, I need to update this. Do I need to update this? I do need to update this. Cool. Look at that, man. Always dope when we find stuff out. Just from looking. So I have VVV versus -SK1. This is Baduria. There could be some more involved. We'll take a look and see. I'm just updating my sheet while I'm here. Might as well. But they're doing some fighting right now over this SK2. So it's also SK2 is there too as well. Let me add that in because that will make sense. And not bad, man. Looking like this is going okay-ish for them. And they're trying to finish an alliance keep that SK2 is trying to, looks like, repair. VVV having some numbers advantage here. So we got VVV, both of those alliances there. Is anyone else over here helping them? Who's this alliance? This is Tribe. Okay. Doesn't look like they're building right now. Pathing might, well, no, but no, they should be able to make it. They should be able to make it. So I'll put Tribe there for those two. Cool. Next, let's go Camelid. Don't know if we're going to see anything. This is FG. And then this is SK2. Huh. And then over here, SK1. And then FG. So FG's taken both right now? How are they building? Are they like going wide builds? Or are they mainly just going to build off the main? Huh. So they're not doing any current building. Okay, this maybe could be something. Then we'll have to see how that plays out. Let's go over into Ravona. So Ravona, we have the OGs, and then there's EIS and EIS. So you have OGH, OGM, OGZ, and OGA. So you got 4 OGs that are going in here on the west side. On that west side? Okay, but they are going up against EIS, so maybe this could be a fight. Possibly. Right? So, well, because I think Zone 1 it was EIS versus the OG. So maybe that could be a thing. I'll put this down as a possible. So we'll just do OG Fam versus EIS, and I'll do Ravona? Question mark? Right? We'll do that, question mark, because we don't know. So I'll do that. All right, let's zoom out. And again, if you're from here, let me know. Azenor, we have EIS capped here. We have Fake who capped here. Again, they're probably going along the same path. I doubt there's any fighting there based on how that looks. And then we have LSK, who's on... Well, LSK, I think, is with EIS. Oh, no, I'm sorry. EIS is with OG. I'm tripping. So EIS, I think, is with OG. I'm going to rescind back what I just said because I was looking at my other notes. I just had to go a little bit farther off to the right. Yeah, so I don't think anything is going to happen in Ravona, but we'll see. Azenor is LSK, but they're with OG and EIS. So I don't think there's probably going to be anything going on because Fake is with EIS, right? I mean, unless they're going to have a mock war, that could be a thing, right? Are they going to do some type of mock battle fight? But they would need to keep building. So I don't see any building. Yeah, see, they're not. They're doing merit. They're farming merits right now with infantry tanks, right, between LSK and EIS. Yeah. So I don't. And then Fake's out there too. Look, dude, look at the poor little Fake guy. Loco, I love you, man. I wish you the best. Right. So yeah, nothing happening there. Okay, let's go next. So next one we're gonna do is I think 8. So this is SS2-8 that we'll take a look at. And I think after this we have 2 more. So these should be the last 3 for the most part that we're going to look at first. Everyone's like, boss, you've been going 30 minutes straight. I know. I am a god. Thank you. Moving on. We have here in this group 8, 22, 35, 36, 46, 53, 55, 70, 71. And then if we look at some boards, there we go. Look at some merits. All right, not bad. Look at some alliance power. Look at some merits. I mean, 3 right there, around 70. It's not bad. All right. So Azenor, I think, was the only one that I know of right now between VP22 SLR1 and FSK. But we'll take a look. All right, let's look at Bedoria. So we have up here, we have free-to-play and PTW. But they are together. So I don't think there's anything going down there. Unless they're just going to do like some fun mock battles, maybe. But, yeah, no, nothing. Okay, Camelot. Camelot looks like we've seen BDO cap this. BDO cap that. They're pushing right now, but nothing at the moment. Next, let's go Ravona, which is TI and TO. Based on how they're building, I doubt there's fighting that's going on. I imagine they're probably pushing farther south, trying to maybe just build as much as they can here for TO, because, again, none of the other passes have been capped. Okay, moving on. Azenor. So this is where we could be seeing some fighting. On one side, we have FSK2. We have FSK here. And then we have SLR1. And I think this is VP22. It is. So based on where I'm looking right now, this, I think, is where the fighting's happening. Okay, so we're, yeah. And it looks like they've... Wow, they went super tank here. All around. All around. Okay. So we got FSK, some guys that are just chilling here, but it doesn't look like there's really anything at the moment. So I guess we'll have to wait maybe for another push, but this is where the action is. Okay, moving on. Let's go to number 10, which is SS2-6. That we'll take a look at. And then after this one, we will do 23, which is SS2-3. And then depending on our time, we might just call it after these next two. Because that rounds out the bulk of the groups from 1 through 90, right? Given their ranges that they had. Okay, here we go. We have 10, 28, 39, 49, 50, 59, 72, 76, 78. Okay, let's look at some boards. Some merits. Okay, let's look at some power. Merits. Okay, one alliance already over 100 mil. All right, and then similar. Let's go start Bedoria. Now, Azenor, I believe, is the only one from what I saw previously, as of yesterday, where the fighting was happening. That was between FTW2 and Dora, my explorers. Okay, so let's look here. In Bedoria, we have 50W and HZRB. On the other side, we have ROE and Rod. Okay, so this could be something. We could maybe be some fighting here from what I'm seeing. So I'm trying to see. I think have to go all the way around, right? Okay, so could maybe be some fighting. Hang on. Wherever the choke is. I'm tripping. The choke should be where the bridge is. So they have to build that way. I don't think there's going to be any early fighting unless they get cities to TP over. Yeah, so that's probably not going to happen. And I'm imagining that they need to be still building, but building more north, because they need to make it to the ramp. So that just got dropped. And these guys, they should be building out more, right? If the fight's going to... So maybe a fight could happen. But if the fight was going to happen, they have to build out around here to where the ramp is. Because they have to get over here, or sorry, a bridge, and they have to get to this level 2 spire ramp. So maybe. We'll see. Then let's go to Cameled. Cameled, we are seeing NTS, NTW... And this is ROA and RO. Okay, so both ROA. ROZ moved. Okay, are they still building outwards? Okay, they're not building outwards past the ramp. Are they building closer? They are building closer. Okay, so maybe something could come up here. NTS versus ROA. I don't have that listed, so we'll have to see how that one plays out. Let's go to Ravona. So Ravona, this one, let's see here. So West 2 passes, we have RR and any. And then I think on the other side is maybe TPD. So we have BSO and then TPD. This could be a fight. This could potentially be a fight. Are they still building? Okay, so they're not building anymore. So this could be something here. Okay, so it is something. So here's a fight. I'm going to update this on my sheet too as well, because this is Ravona. So this is, I'll do TPD. Sorry, who else was that? BSO exclamation point. BSO exclamation point versus, I guess I'll just click here. Any, oopsies. Any / and then whoever was purple again. RR. So we'll do R squiggly. R, and that's Ravona. All right, cool. So we updated that. Let's go look now and get a little closer here to how this looks. So TPD is pushing. Got about an hour left on that. I see. So they're pushing and building at the same time. It's not bad. So they're getting that off. And then I don't know if there's any units out. Oh, interesting. So it looks like most of them have retreated. You're not really, well, I don't know if I say most, but it just doesn't seem like you're seeing a lot of cities unless they're all like kind of perimeter building. I don't even see any barricades here at some of the choke points, like around this spire. That could have been something. No towers, anything here. Okay, so maybe this is where they're going to defend next. We'll be around here, around the ramp, past the plateau southwest of that giant. Okay, let's go Azenor. Now this is where I think we mentioned being able to see some of that, which is FTW2 versus Dora. And I think this is where this is happening, which is right around here. Yeah. I don't think there's any fighting happening now. So Dora is building. FTW2 is on this side. Looks like they're upgrading. I don't see any fighting happening now. They're not even going for the flag, which to me indicates that they're probably they're still fighting, or maybe they were still fighting as of recently. But that's where some of the action's happening there. But nothing right now. Okay, moving on. Let's go to potentially the last one, which is SS2-3. Whoever my SS2-3 is. We'll do. Okay. And this is potentially what could be the main event KvK group once they get far enough. So let's show you guys off numbers: 23, 29, 30, 34, 57, 58, 77, 82, and 88. Then we get into some boards. Right, this is where Nephisto, Jason Gee, Northern Light, Wahid, etc. Right, we got Tikamo, H-Made, SP Sammy Sod. Right, lots of big boys. And girls, we should say, because we're gender neutral. All right, let's get into some power. It's not bad. Water line's almost 2. Already over 100 mil. Okay. In this group, Ravona is really, I think, where the main fight is happening right now for Zone 2. But we'll take a look at Baduria. So, top pass, we have FKW. Here we have TFS. And then on this pass, we have TFS as well. So, interesting. Are they pushing TCC? Doesn't look like it. I don't think there's probably any fighting really going to happen here. I think they're building out, and I don't know what direction they're going to go, because based on where this is, they have to build this way. So I don't know if they're going to end up doing that. Looks like some building is happening from here on FKW, but yeah, nothing really at the moment. All right, let's go Camelid. Camelid, we got FS, TNS. On this side, we have TDR and TFS over here. So, don't know. I imagine they're probably not fighting here. That would be... Yeah, no, they're not. So, only other place could maybe be up here. No more building at the moment. So, they're sending some units here. Who's this? This is TFS. Okay. Yeah, so maybe nothing's really happening at the moment. Yeah. Okay, moving on. Let's go to Ravona. So this is where we have Dusk Dawn versus Noir. Right? So we got Dusk here. Dawn is down here. We have Blue is PSC. We have Noir that has this currently. And then the yellow group, which is FANC. And I think there's a second one here, PSPC as well. Okay. So this is Noir. This is where they've pushed to. They have to. I don't think it has connected yet. Maybe, but this is where Dusk and Dawn are. Right. So Noir's here. Don't know if there's still any pushing that's happening. They do have some units here. There's H-Made. J. Okay. Interesting. Oh, are they fighting over here? Interesting. What did we just see? Oh, are they merit trading? Maybe there's merit trading. Oh, never mind. Okay. I actually thought there was going to be something going on, but maybe not yet. Yeah. So, looks like we're just seeing some standard merit trading. I actually thought based on what I had written down that there was going to be some fighting, but maybe it'll be later. Maybe they'll do some mock battles or something. I'm not entirely sure. Also, maybe they're not pushing each other because they had planned for this middle area just to kind of be a merit farming area or zone. Just a random thought / guess. Let me know. With that, however, I think is where we are going to close this bad boy out. Because if we do continue to go in further deep down the line, we would then have to go to 155, which would be here. And 150. Well, I guess we still could. It's just so I could show you real quick. So Hearts of Ice, right? We've gone through. The only ones we haven't done is 174 and then them, right? We've done 2 through 10. Essentially, the only ones left is 155 and 174. So if you'd like, I'm happy to kind of go through that real quick. I don't think those are going to take too long. So we'll go wherever 155 is. I don't also know what I have on 155 because I think I'm still waiting. No, I do have something on them for Zone 2. Zone 3, I think, opens... It could have opened yesterday or today. I need to double check that. And then SS2-11, which was 174 to 187. They had Zone 1, and then Zone 2 will have to wait because I think that was when I checked it 2 days ago, they had 2 more chapters. But sorry, yeah, here, I'll show you. So this is 155 through 173. We'll look at some boards. The merits are actually okay so far. Power, is there? Nice. We could at least get to take a look at that. Alliance merits, 2 alliances already over 100 mil. Not bad. Okay. So, we'll start top. So remember, Zone 3 has not opened yet. For those of you that are curious, I'll give you a timeline there. If we go to Augur, Zone 3 actually opens after Silent Celebration. So from now, you have a day and then 12 hours, right? So we're talking, which is rough, but for me, that would be 7, 5, 8. So that'd be about 8:30 UTC a day from now. So going into the 14th, because it's going to be going to the 13th. Yeah, so on the 14th in-game time at around 8 UTC, 8:30, that's when Zone 3 passes are going to open, which that's rough for me because that's basically 3 a.m. to 3:30 a.m. My time. So I'm not going to get... I'll be sleeping, in short. But if we go here to Bordia, I don't know if we're going to see any fighting here. From what I have listed, it's Camelot and Azanor, where we could be seeing some fighting, but we'll take a look. So we got CM69, Yuwu Unicorns, and then BNR hasn't moved, and then BNRA hasn't moved. So yeah, this seems like it could just be free. They're not fighting right now, and they haven't done any disconnecting, so I just doubt something's going to happen there, and no building. All right, let's go Camelot. So Camelot is BNR versus SLS SLN. So BNR is here, SLS SLN are here. Let's see. Okay, so this is it. So that's SLN, SLS, and then we have BNR and whoever came over here, and then BNRA. But this is, I see. So this is basically where maybe the stalemate is going to hold itself. We'll see. Yeah, it doesn't look like any fighting right now. I don't even see any units out currently. Dude, jeez, oh my gosh. You guys see that? Oh, man, I thought they were going deep. I mean, they are kind of going deepish right now with that. But, man, look at that just mix of turrets and barricades. And then on this side as well. Interesting. Okay. Doesn't look like they're trying to build anymore. But I guess we'll have to wait for some more fighting. Then we'll work our way over here to Ravona, which doesn't really seem like anything is going off here. I mean, this seems easy DM. I don't see bad or bad hyphen. They're probably going to do anything, so I'm imagining they're just going to keep building and just keep gaining. And then we get over to Azanor. So Azanor is D-S, TA squiggly C versus Cadex and bad. So on one side we have bad, and then we have Cadex over here in yellow. Remember how Azanor works, right? The plateau is really where the main fighting is going to occur. So on one side, so it looks like it's just D-S actually versus Cadex and bad because the other one hasn't been taken. So we'll remove that other off. So they're going up against Cadex bad. This is where the bulk of the fighting is happening right here on the plateau. Oh, nice. Look at this, man. There's hard tanking right now. Look at all these turrets. Some units there all over the place. Yeah. So yeah, a little poke game. But yeah, man, the plateau. This will be interesting to see how this Thunder Rock plays out. Oh, it's open, but yeah, just no one's going for it. Makes sense. Okay. Last one we'll take a look at is going to be the last S2 Plus Kingdom, and that's at 174. Oopsies, I went too high. And that's SS2-11. Right, so we'll do this. Let me update. Oops, sorry. Update this. And then we'll go up here. So 174, and we'll say we're going to take a look. Cool. Awesome. All right, feeling good. So yeah, like I said, this is going to be S1 174 and 187 that we have here on this group. And this is 174, as I said, to 187, but I'll show you visually. Look at some boards. Some light PvP so far, just kind of based on some of these early numbers. Some power here for the groups. Look at merits. Right. And bear in mind, this group came in at the latest going into S2+, right? So for them, I don't think... Give me a sec here. I have to find out where this is. Yeah, so see, level 2 passes haven't opened for them. They have 2 more chapters right now. So you got a day left on this. I think this is about 2, so you got 3. And then this, I think, is 2, so you have 5 plus that, so 5.5 until... right, so you're not going to see anything here maybe until the 18th of December. That's going to happen in Zone 2. However, for this one, Zone 1, I have Anagod, which I don't know if they're still fighting, but this was BMF Baby versus Noah Bab. And it might have been Statue, because I don't see anything happening right now that they're pushing on one side or the other. So yeah, I think it's probably done for the most part. Right, so we'll have to wait for Zone 2. And again, if anyone knows what those matchups are going to be, let me know. Obviously, would love to update that as well. But again, right, we still got the 2 chapters at the moment until we get to Zone 2 here for this group. And like I said, I don't think there's any PvP going on. Usually at this point in Zone 1, everything is pretty much solidified. I mean, they're probably just removing some small stragglers over there. I guess we could go through World Chat just to see. Sometimes people will, if they ping certain things, like for example, if it's like coordinates that they post, like this, right? Is that because people are going for it, or yeah? So okay, looks like we're pretty much good. So that basically gives you the lay of the land right now, right? We will come back and try to cover this a little bit more once we get closer to those Zone 2 openings. And yeah, this isn't bad. So we're at 51.5 minutes right now plus, and we've covered 11. Which would put me at about 55. So we're actually a little bit ahead. I'm actually okay with that. As always, there's going to be timestamps for the video, so that way you guys don't have to watch the whole thing all the way through, unless you enjoy looking into other kingdoms and how they're doing. And as always, let me know what you guys think on this one. Do you like these? Do you like these kind of highlight, quick overview dives into multiple groups? Are there other pieces of information you'd like to see me cover that maybe I just didn't think about or didn't include in this one? And then general thoughts, right? Any specific KvK groups that you're more interested in watching when the new update drops for that observation feature that's going to be coming out? Let me know anything and everything you're thinking in the comments down below. That's going to do it for me. As always, until next time, I will catch you later.